jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Shout out to the first and the MF and building. Big Blunts and Boxing. The GOAT is on deck. You already know. WC is back with another one, man, as we close out Wednesday in several hours. And we bring in Fight Day Thursday. Oh my God. Seemed like it was a bit more intensity than I expected. Some heated words were exchanged between the ATL native Decatur's own Brian Norman Jr. versus Texas' own Quentin Randall. Man, I like everything about the energy. You know what I'm saying? W equals W equals R. You know what I'm saying? Whooping equal results. Somebody getting whooped. Period. Let me get over here right quick. Hold on for a second. Shout out to Carlos Rosado in the building. What's good with it? Salute to you. Andrew Charles on deck. I see you. What's good? Let's put that thumbnail back up there so people can see. You know what I'm saying? We got to represent that each and every time. Let the people know it still exists. You feel me? Shout out to Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Carlos say they don't want Bud to get active. And he for Bomac, they better fall back and leave Bud alone. Because out of all this, someone is going to get that Bud treatment in the ring. I like it, man. I like how they continue to want to die early in this boxing game. For real. They want to get put to rest, man. They all about eulogies. They all about memorial service, man. They don't get it. You keep on messing with Hulk Smash, and he gonna smash your ass again. That's how much power Bud had when he went in there and dispersed suspense the way he did. Arnold Brown in the building. What's good with it, bro? One love. I see you. Band on deck. What's good? Salute. What up, WCS in the hottest chat? You already know. Shout out to the Oracle himself. Trick Noti is in the building. What's going on with it, Trick? Just stopped by on my way to take it to the next level. You already know, man. You already know. Appreciate you, man. The Oracle is on deck. Now let's get down to the first part of it. You know what I'm saying? There was something that's uniquely different and strange. A lot of people may not have been paying attention to. There might be breaking news. It might be aching news. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, where is the news when it comes to this particular topic? Have y'all paid attention to Devin Haney's camp? Do you see somebody that's missing in there? Huh? Have y'all seen somebody's missing in Devin Haney's camp? On the brink of him going in there for one of the biggest fights of his career? Have y'all been paying attention? I will go out on a limb and say, amongst others also, that there's an important figure that's missing in Devin's camp that usually is on deck, but is not on deck this time around. You know what I'm saying? And that is drum roll. That's the 2023 drum roll right there. That's digital. That's the digital drum roll. Have anybody seen Yoel Judah? Yoel Judah is not in the camp of Devin Haney. Now, last time you checked, when Australia was popping off, Yoel Judah was there. You know what I'm saying? Yoel Judah was there. I'm not sure I remember seeing him. Possibly, I think I did with the Lomachenko fight. I'm not sure. But he was there. Why isn't he in the fight camp for Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis? You have to ask yourself, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself, why aren't we seeing Yoel Judah on deck for Devin Haney's fight? Could it be that Bill Haney has once again become Bill the bounty picker-upper? Bill soaks up everything out of somebody and then he discards them in the wastebasket. Is it true that potentially that Yoel wasn't in the camp because there might have been some friction? I don't know, bro. I just know he's not a present figure in the Haney camp. You know what I'm saying? He's not there. And this is something that's been out there for weeks. But he's not there in the camp. Could it be that the money wasn't right? You know what I'm saying? Because Yoel Judah, he's not just a rookie to this. He's not a novice now. He's been in the game for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the time. You already know the last name Judah. He's been in the game for a long time. You have to ask yourself, why isn't the boxing voice? You might can you answer this question? We need to find out some type of answers as why Yoel Judah is not in the camp of Devin Haney. Is that puzzling to you? You know what I'm saying? Anybody curious? We'll just leave that alone and see how it plays out. All right. I try to basically, promote good health and well-being. You know what I'm saying? Salubrity, fitness, shit like that. But it just seems like every time I look on here, you just get that visual. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at that visual disgust. And once again, Terrence is on the hunt again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we still dealing with the aftermath of the IBF, underhandedly, goddamn snake, goddamn grimy, doing anything that's malicious, nefarious, sinister, malicious, all that shit. That's what I say it was when they sent that letter over there to strip that title off Crawford. Now, as of late, Crawford has absolutely told them what the hot grease all about. Mr. Two-time undisputed world future Hall of Famer, pound for pound best, Terrence Bud Crawford sent out a tweet, and he said, man, F the IBF and their organization. I don't give a fuck about the IBF. He channeled his Bernie Mac. I don't give a fuck. Then them bitches say to me, I don't give a fuck. That's what Crawford was saying. Crawford said, I don't give a F about the IBF. Now, this is not the first time a sanctioned body has been on the wrong side of a fighter's good graces. We've seen the WBC do this to fighters on a frequency. I'm not saying so much strip them of the title, but they made some questionable decisions that make you shake your MFing head. You feel me? They did, man. They made some crazy decisions, man. Trying to rename fighters' belts, increasing the levels of doping to protect certain fighters that's their champion. This is nothing new. But the IBF, we already knew that they are pretty strict in mandatories. But that doesn't mean they had to go over there and strip Crawford. It's just they try to do it so expeditiously to the point where it almost looked like it had ulterior motives. And come to find out, those motives was absolutely ulterior in the fact that they wanted to hurry up and pay back Crawford for going in there and beating the Texas toast buttermilk out of freaking Errol Spence. I'm telling you, people are finding any way and every way. You have content creators out here finding that there are indeed ways to freaking, that men can bleed just like women. And they're finding out men do have menstrual cycles. Beta males does have menstrual cycles like women. And it's a new freaking invention. I'm serious. It's new. It's a new discovery. I'm serious. The amount of effort that was put in, the way these content creators say that Crawford didn't do this, that, and the other, and he did this, and the reason why he won was this and all this other crap, right? You see it all the freaking time. But the IBF, the audacity to strip boxing royalty, and you sent that man a letter knowing goddamn well that it was going to be 1,000% disapproval rating, which will permit you to grant Jerron Boots Ennis the IBF championship. This man haven't even held that IBF championship for a good solid 120 days, and you stripped him of it. Shame on you. Shame on you. But for all the others, they're not going to look at it that way. But let's get back to the hunt. Hulk Smash, Omaha Monster, 2-time undisputed. slam you on your head, choke you out, bust down Rolly on the timing. I mean, he can be named a lot of, but Terrence Crawford, man, y'all better leave this man the fuck alone before he go out here and fuck up another fighter. And they have to call this man before the government itself. That shit has never been done. They're gonna have to goddamn. They're gonna end up bringing charges against Crawford. He go up here and fuck another fighter up like that. They say this dude is a menace to boxing. Y'all need to leave this man the fuck alone. Y'all sit up there and thought you all was gonna fuck with somebody. As long as you fuck with Crawford and the results that you seen in July 29th wasn't gonna play out as such, you underestimated what is considered the art of war. You absolutely underestimated it. Y'all need to leave this man alone. Let him be. Let him rest. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it ain't the bum boxing community, then you look at the sanctioning bodies trying to come back around and say, man, we need to find a way to get these belts. Though we understand that there's been several other fighters that hold these belts for longer, extended period of times and did not defend it against their mandatory. We know that for a fact. But I think there's a lot of people that may have been on the phone, you know what I'm saying, brokering some deals, and those deals was made, and this is the result of it. That just goes to show you how slimy, grimy boxing can be. They don't have to follow no protocol. They don't have to follow no procedures, no policies. They don't have to jump in line like everybody else to appease the consumers. They'll just say, sit back and watch us rock. You know what I'm saying? Sit back and watch us roll. That's what they doing. They all about the rock and roll era, man. They believe nobody can stop them from doing shit because they're not sanctioned. I mean, they're not regulated as a sport. These motherfuckers are not regulated, dog. So they're going to continue to fuck fighters over. And Crawford is just another one on a long ass list that didn't have the chance to come back down to 47 and defend his belts. Now, of course, the haters are going to say, well, he didn't do it for 140. So what's the difference? The difference is Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, in a perfect world with Errol Spence being able to make weight, it would have been good for them to defend this shit at 147 pounds. Now, I don't make such a big deal out of it since it's not going to happen. And the fight was going to be at 54, another weight division. But still, allow the man to come down here and defend his titles. If he was going to move back down to 147 for one fight, at least allow him to do that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me get to the hottest chat in the MFing game. A-side official. No negotiation needed. Period. Mr. Golden, the OG on deck. What's good with it, man? Jessica on deck. What's good with it? One love to you, Queen. Jessica coming here, dropping F-bombs. Now, I expect this on a Wednesday because people, you know what I'm saying? That's hump day. People have different work days. Wednesday is like that day that you say to yourself, damn, you know what I'm saying? I got to stay extra. I got to get this work completed, all that. I get it. Why you coming here dropping F-bombs? I get it. You know what I'm saying? The chat trying to turn up during the holiday season. I like it, man. Fight day tomorrow. We got to get in the spirit. You know what I'm saying, Blunts? We got to get in the spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we got to get in that positive spirit so them parlays can hit. We got to get in that positive. You feel me? That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Christopher on deck. I see you, man. One love, brother. Crawford said, F all them ninjas. You know what I'm saying? F all of them. They continue to mess with this black man. Not only the boxers, But sanctioned bodies want to be dirty about it. And mark my word, people, it's about to get even nastier. It's about to get even nastier. You know why? Because Inui, what's his name? Inouye? Inui? Inui's about to go in here and become undisputed in two weight divisions. And they just can't wait to put him up there. They just can't wait to put him up there. That's gonna be another one. But that don't change anything. Because you know what? Crawford's career is not over. And I do feel with the way they fucking with him, you know, whether it be the sanctioning body or the content creators, the way I look at it, this man still has some pages to write as far as his legacy go. And I think he's going to get a hold of some big fights. I truly do. I truly believe he's going to get a hold of some big fights. Shout out to Tony Boswell on deck in the building. One love to you, brother. If they are fighting in 147, how would this be undisputed? I really think this rematch doesn't happen. So I think what you said, if they are fighting at 147, how would this be undisputed? I think you were saying if they are not. I don't know. You saying if they are not fighting at 147? From my understanding, they're not fighting at 147. They're fighting higher. But I'm speaking about him being stripped of the IBF and basically denied the opportunity to drop back down to 47 to face anyone who's potentially there for him to challenge, who he deemed a good fight. No, I take that back. A great fight. Because he need ones to boost him up. He's not on that Boots Ennis time right now. You know what I'm saying? He's not on the 25%. His trainer said 40 and his opposition is 25%. Crawford's not on the 25%. You know what I'm saying? Crawford is up from 85 to 90% on up. He's looking for opponents that's going to be respected by the fan base and that he can go in there and be challenged. He's not looking for a 25%er. Remember I told you, let's not look for a 25%er. They're not going to do much for your favorite fighter. Believe that. Yes, man. Listen to Quentin Randall and Brian Norman, dog. I'm excited. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you know, you gotta love how right now, you know, it's getting toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's getting very, very toxic. Not to mention that Crawford has been on record as saying that him and Errol Spence don't have a fight date yet, but that's the fight that's next. I'm trying to understand, like, we're heading into December right now. We're halfway through November, heading to December. So how is it that there's no fight date yet? So, and do we really pay that much attention to there not being a fight date? Because I'm guessing that both fighters should be in fight camp. You know, they should be in fight camp. I'm not gonna make any jokes about Spence this time. I'm not gonna say he had the all you can eat buffet and the butter sauce is absolutely a freaking amazing. And they've already went through a cattle of crab legs already. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna tell you that this man is eating another 2 guacamole burgers. You know what I'm saying? This nutritionist made for him. I don't know what the calorie count was on that thing, but I know that guap was thick. He may be in fight camp already. You know what I'm saying? He may be in fight camp. But just imagine the IBF fueling the fire, pissing off Terrence Crawford, and this fight don't go past 2 to 3 rounds. All because Crawford is pissed off that the belt that Spence had prior to stepping in the ring with Crawford, the one that set him on the radar, the one that held him exalted amongst the Texas boxing fans, that would be the one, once again, just like Spence tried to do, that stabbed him in the fucking back. That IBF title, the first one that Spence had, stabbed Crawford in the back. Should have known. Should have known. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. That title stayed over there in DeSoto too mother effing long. That's why. You know the shit. The fact that it stabbed Crawford in the back, y'all shouldn't be disappointed. He was rocking with that title forever and a day. He was rocking with that title forever and a day, bro. Y'all shouldn't be upset and mad about that shit. But all I'm gonna tell you is, y'all keep on fucking with that man, and somebody else is gonna goddamn get that work. Somebody else is gonna ask, hey, time out, bud, time out, dude. I'm 25%er. Oh, yeah, you did say that. You know, but I had to test it, dog. You might have been a 30% or 35%. I had to test it. I'm a 25%er, dog. It ain't no increase, man. This is a fixed motherfucking rate right here. Okay? It ain't no goddamn increase, no fluctuation, none of that. All right, man. All right, cool. Man, chill. Calm down. They're gonna have to goddamn talk to Crawford because Crawford is tired of people trying him, bro. That goes for sanctioning bodies too. He's tired of being fucking tried. So at the end of the day, I'm hoping that a freaking fight day come out for next year, so we can all get tuned up. You know what I'm saying? Get our freaking business in order and everything, and start really focusing on this fight. I know there's a lot of aerosexuals that have since aborted mission, who's now currently living in local city shelters. I get it, man. I was down in the city today, man. You know, mom 80 years old, man. I was out there, you know, chilling, doing some things with mom, you know, in the high-rise suite. And you know, I was just saying to myself, like, damn, let me put my glasses on. I put my glasses on and I was looking down, way down. And I said, no, let me take my focus off. And I got the binos out. I said, oh shit. And I was looking, I found myself all the way down looking to the shelter that was all the way miles down the street. And you know who I saw sitting outside? I said, there you go. That dirty MF and Ben Israel. I see your dirty ass. I see you, nigga. I saw Ben Israel down there. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just telling you what I saw down here. That nigga went from Florida up to the ATL for real. And it looked like he was talking to the white too. I'm not quite sure. But both of them niggas are in debt over here on the YTC. And they should have had some motherfucking Burger King, some Hooters, motherfucking Crystal, White Castle, Popeyes, Walmart, Sam's Club, Citgo, Shell gas station. Something. They should have been working. Anyway, back to Crawford. I hope a fight day come out sometime soon, and I hope they get this shit resolved, because the hot grease ain't gonna stop, man. Y'all need to put some respect on Crawford's name and stop fucking with this dude. Y'all better stop fucking with him. The struggle is real out here for y'all. You got niggas making up false information, talking about what he did. Then you got sanctioning bodies going and stabbing him in the back with serrated blades and all that, trying to say, oh man, we sent them to the start negotiation and he said he couldn't. Come on, man. The IBF knew that before they sent it. One of the most grimiest actions that I've seen in a long time from the sanctioning body. I'm telling you, IBF, that was absolutely grimy, slimy, bro. That was fucked up of you. That was grimy, slimy. You know what I'm saying? But what you can't change there, IBF, is just what Bomac said. Bomac said, we got what we wanted. They already got the titles. Now y'all gonna try to blow the candle and say, well, we're gonna take it after the fact and we're gonna backdate to July 29th. That seems like some PBC. Somebody sent a check, did a handshake for real. The shit like that, of them backdating that shit to July 29th, bro. That is grimy, and that is what Crawford should have said. Man, F the IBF in their organization. I don't give a F about the IBF. He should have said it just like that. Period. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, man. I love the amount of work that these individuals are putting in to sit up here and think they're going to change history. The annals are written. The annals are written. Okay. It don't matter what you all put out to the public. It don't matter how many thumbnails. It don't matter what the IBF say. It don't matter who got the belt. All that matters is the pound for pound best. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. The pound for pound best. Who's going to challenge him next? That's all that needs to be said. Who's going to challenge him next? And I can guarantee you it's not going to be a 25%er. It's not going to be a 25%er. Where's Errol? Mr. Golden asked the question, where's Errol? I have no idea. But if you go to Google and do an aerial panoptic view, right, from the air to ground, you might be able to find him out there. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to find him for real. I don't know what he's doing. But if you do an aerial view, they might have called him in a snapshot or something. Real talk. You might see him on the farm, you know, on his property doing some crazy shit. They can't do nothing to Bud because they can't beat him. You know, they may not can beat him, but they can continue to falsify lies and build up these narratives so people can pay attention to shit that don't and is not true. Don't make sense and is not true. You know what I'm saying? But standing on business, yes, sir. He's standing on business, no doubt. D Young on deck. What's good with it, D Young? If Errol would have beat Bud, the IBF would have pulled that, but wouldn't have pulled that shit with Bud. Yeah, they wouldn't have. I agree. There's a lot of things that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things wouldn't have happened if Errol would have won the title. A lot. We would have definitely seen this fight this year in December if Errol Spence would have won. Absolutely. Yes, sir. We would have seen it in December. We don't know what the results would have been, but we can almost assume that decision. We don't see it, Errol Spence would have knocked Bud out or none like that. So, you know, we can't sit up here and assume that, you know, he would have took punishment. I'm reversing roles right now. I'm just being nicer than I should be and give y'all a scenario. And basically, if Errol Spence would have pulled this out, I truly believe that the fight will be going down next month, and people wouldn't be looking at Spence as this fighter who's washed up, this fighter who cannot handle the pressure of Crawford. There's a lot of things that Spence, real talk, that you can't handle. One of them is not being a boxer. Like you're a dog, bro. You're a tough ass motherfucker, man. You're a dog. You have that grit and determination. I ain't gonna lie to you. Spence is no bitch ass nigga for real in the ring. He's tough. But Crawford, when he started putting them paws on you, it's almost like Crawford was trying to goddamn beat the little bitch that might be in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Crawford was utilizing the credits that he received, his medical credits that he received off the back of a Wheaties box before he went in there July 29th and started beating and trying to find that little molecule. You know what I'm saying, people? Crawford was beating that nigga. He was trying to find that little small molecule of bitch. That's what he was doing. It took me a little bit of time to brainstorm that shit. I said, Crawford beating this nigga. This personal. He's trying to find some shit. This is becoming an exploration. Crawford is what you call the Omaha Jacques Cousteau. He was on a motherfucking extravaganza. He was on a motherfucking excursion. And he was trying to find that one molecule of bitch. That's all that was. Don't nobody beat the face off. You ever seen somebody beat the face off a motherfucker? Like, you know, when Errol beat up Yadinas Ugas, it was the eyeballs, eyelids, and shit like that. But when Crawford beat up Spence, man, he beat his face off. Like, he went from being Errol to Jethro. For real. He didn't look the same. He did not. He did not, bro. He was trying to find that molecule of bitch, and he was trying to have that motherfucker come out of his pores. Seriously, that's what he was trying to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you an arrow to beat Bud, the IBF would have done that bullshit. Let's get to the weigh-ins today. As much as I love talking about Terrence Bud Crawford, that Omaha monster, Hulk smash. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about the weigh-in today because y'all are not understanding what's about to happen in 3 fights. Look. I'm not saying I'm not looking forward to Abdullah Mason. I'm not looking forward to Troy Isley going there and fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not looking forward to the Vargas son going there and fight. Cash Flow Diaz in that bitch. I'm looking forward. This is a sleeper card, man. This card is a sleeper, but god damn it, did y'all see? I'm about to talk about the Quinn Randall and goddamn Brian Norman Jr. and freaking I want to pump up Emmanuel Navarrete, you know what I'm saying, and Hobson Conceição, but they're not really doing anything. They're not really doing anything. Like, dude, I'm sitting there handing them lighter fluid and a lighter. Set this bitch on fire. No mas. No, I don't need amigo. No, I ain't. I'm okay. You want to start trouble? I say hype up the goddamn main event. No, saying no. I don't need to. Okay, let's get to Brian Norman and Quinn Randall. Is this a call out gone bad? Is this a call out gone good? Is somebody going to the land of Nod? Is someone going to the land of Nod? I want to know. Is someone going to the land of Nod? Is someone going to the land of Nod tomorrow? Is it going to be Quick Draw? Quinn Randall? Is it going to be Brian Norman Jr.? Them boys. That type of energy that's right there. Shed. Now, I have to say this. I don't know why Randall came in as low as he did. But obviously he was taking this fight serious. Obviously he didn't want to leave nothing to chance. He say, I'm good with it. I'm good with this shit right here. I'm locked in. And then of course, Norman always come locked in. But this is his a 10 rounder for him. This is going to be extremely interesting. You have 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes with a 1 minute pause, intermission in between rounds. This fight right here, the energy that I'm getting from these two brothers, yeah. I love it, bro. I love this. I love this type of energy from a call out. Shout out to Quinn Randall for calling out Brian and trying to test his will. You know what I'm saying? I love it, bro. I love the tenaciousness, man. I love the goddamn dog. I love the fact that both of these fighters are keeping it genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they might not have 100% contentiousness between each other, but when it comes to competitive combat sports, we talking about full contact, right? Boxing. Yeah, they did what was needed without putting hands on one another. They built it up real nice. Like the trash talking was on point, nigga. I was liking the trash talk. Like I said, one of the more classic lines. Goddamn, Randall said 25 wins of pad work. I never heard that shit. Period. And I'm all about coming up with lines. And then, Norman said, "Welcome to the knockout list." God damn, that's wasabi, mustard, vinegar. Put some goddamn pepper in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Sriracha. Put some goddamn spice. I mean, that shit was very, very spicy. I would be surprised, people, that this fight go the distance. I seriously think someone's going to be looking like Bermain Stavern, and the bottom rope is going to become their posturpedic pillow. Somebody's going to be laid out on that bitch, snoring. One sheepy, sheepy, sheepy. Two sheepy, sheepy, sheepy. I think somebody's going to sleep. I think the fight isn't going the distance. Now, of course, I'm not trying to predict no knockout, but everything about this fight, the vibes, the energy, everything about these two, the height, the freaking stature, you know what I'm saying? They match up very well. One fighter have way more experience. Brian Norman, has way more experience than per the paper, per the resume, per the boxing ledger, than Quentin Randall. Damn, this shit's gonna be fireworks. Y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be fireworks, yo. It's gonna be fireworks. When that opening bell, you might as well goddamn start calling in the freaking the cavalry, the National Guard, because some shit about to go off, man. Seriously. Shakur Stevenson. What I have to say to you, my brother, is that I want to be the first to congratulate you. Okay, if you listening, because I know Shakur Stevens is always in my chat in spirit. Hottest chat in the MF and game, A side, and Shakur loves being the A side. Okay, but I want to say this to you, Shakur. Congratulations on becoming the 3-division champion. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Salute to you, Shakur, for becoming the 3-division champion as young as you are. You know what I'm saying? Continue to put these accolades into your archives. Continue to write your legacy. Continue to add chapters to your boxing career because you have such a long future ahead of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to you becoming a 3-division world champion. Now, I don't know how this shit is going to play out. I see the promo. They really giving Edwin De Los Santos some love. They putting him out there enough to say, hey, we believe in you a little bit. So we're going to give you the exposure that you need a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow, the only thing is left is for him to go in there and first of all, put Shakur Stevenson in a situation that we never seen him in. We never seen Shakur Stevenson in a situation where he has to desperately try to play catch up. We never had Shakur be in a situation where somebody told him from ringside that he was behind on the scorecards. And he said, how? Okay. And he went in there and stopped the fighter. You know what I'm saying? We haven't heard that yet. You know what I'm saying? We haven't heard the commentators, sound a little bit distressed that Shakur Stevens was in trouble. Is that going to happen this tomorrow? I'm gonna say point blank, Shakur is that guy. Shakur Stevenson is that guy, bro. They can hype up Edwin De Los Santos all they want. Puerto Rico against Dominican Republic, the DR, whatever. Shakur Stevenson's winning that fight. He's gonna put on a lesson. It's just something that always stick with me when people want to play around. Fighters want to play around with fighters' name. If you want to say Tweederson, I believe every bit of what Shakur is saying to this dude. He said, you're gonna say my name correctly. I think he's gonna beat the motherfucking Spanish out of freaking De Los Santos. For real. I don't know if he's gonna beat the no mas out of him. But he's going to make him say his name correctly tomorrow. A lot of these fights where fighters was up here fucking off somebody's name, they get the shit beat out of them. They did. They got the shit beat out of them. Tomorrow will be no different. I just want to hurry up and congratulate Shakur Stevenson for becoming the 3-weight world champion. And once you pick up this WBC belt, I really hope that you're able to get some, some 80 percenters, 85 percenters, you know what I'm saying? Because you haven't been fighting the 25 percenters. So I really want, Shakur to get the 85 to 90 percenters and enjoy his time building up his legacy, continue to build up his legacy and be one of the best. Newly signed to Reebok. I'm curious to know what it is with Shakur. But tomorrow, believe me, it's not gonna be no Valenzuela. Well, both fighters on the ground and this, that, man. If y'all are up here sleeping on Shakur because y'all want to build up a rivalry, a YTC rivalry with the bum boxing community, you go right ahead. You go right the fuck ahead. It ain't gonna happen, bro. Shakur is a different animal in there. His boxing IQ, you need to respect that shit. Very, very educated. You're talking about a student of the sport that studies, and not afraid to learn. You know what I'm saying? He's always out here trying to talk his shit and go in there and prove to people. But the hate that he's getting, the hate is not genuine. The hate is just trying to basically match him up with another fighter. You're trying to build up a rivalry to say, okay, we like this fighter more than we like Shakur. Now, the weird part about it is, check this out, y'all. Check this out. The weird part about this bum boxing community, right, is the fact that Crawford and Deontay Wilder, dark skinned fighters, they got all the motherfucking hate. But now all of a sudden they trying to put the hate on the light skinned Puerto Rican black. That's crazy. That's crazy. These niggas are confused. It's beyond me. For real. How can you do that to the light skinned dude? I thought y'all niggas was all hell bent and infatuated on goddamn singling out and profiling dark skinned fighters. That's what I see. Now you're going after freaking the light skinned guy. I don't get it. Y'all don't have no criteria. Y'all just out here free balling. That shit don't make any sense, man. Why can't y'all just support a fighter and keep it freaking moving? But y'all gonna hate some part of your lives tomorrow because I do not see De Los Santos losing. Look, I don't see Edwin De Los Santos losing. I don't see it. See, that's the only time that you're going to get some sarcastic shit. I don't see Edwin De Los Santos losing. I got to be sarcastic and ad-lib it. I got to give you some perky quirky because y'all niggas up here hating on Shakur for no reason. Hey, I don't see Edwin De Los Santos losing. Okay? I don't see him losing the ring walk. I think his ring walk is going to be amazing. I don't see him losing the ring walk. But I see him losing goddamn that shit that happens afterward. When they split the ropes and then the fighters get introduced and the third man in the ring goddamn give the fighters instructions. Then they go back to the neutral corner. I mean, they go back to their corners and then they ring the bell to open up the thrashing. The Newark thrashing. I'm telling you, it might be good. This is a 12-round fight. This fight may be very interesting the first 6 minutes. The first 6 minutes of the fight, the first 2 rounds. I think it's going to be very decent. Until Shakur start to work the body head, ribs, you know what I'm saying, kidneys, clavicle, jawbones. When he actually start to put his combinations together and start to break down Edwin De Los Santos, man, it's going to be crucial. Now, I know a lot of people out there betting, right? And they got this sweet bet out there that people love talking about. Can Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos stop one another? Can somebody get stopped? Can somebody knock the other fighter down? That's the biggest question. Can it happen? I'm not sure who's gonna do it, but I do believe that De Los Santos is gonna touch the canvas a couple of times. I do. I don't think there's gonna be a Jeremiah Nakathilia fight. I don't think there's gonna be a Toka Conklari fight where Shakur Stevens is just gonna sit there and box and be boring as shit. No, it's not gonna be that type of fight. Um, no, I think it's gonna be a pace that he put out there with Oscar Valdez. I think it's gonna be Jamel Herring type of pace. Um, I think it's going to be very, very entertaining for Shakur Stevens. And he's moved up in weight. He's fighting for his first title at 135. It's going to be crucial, bro. It's going to be crucial. EJ enjoying life, wasn't he just at a wedding? I don't really pay attention to EJ's IG like that. If somebody send me some shit, I don't pay attention to it. I mean, that's the only time I pay attention to it. But besides that, I don't really look on his IG like that. I can't wait for the Bud Detractors to make a billion videos on why what Bud said about the IBF is detrimental, even though Spence called out all the sanctioning bodies before the fight. See, Juice coming in here with them motherfucking ninja stars. God damn. He came in here with the ninja stars. You're absolutely correct, man. Spence did call out all the sanctioning bodies for the 3%. He did, bro. He did, right in front of me. Why 3%? 3%. You know what I'm saying? He did call out the sanction bodies in the 3%. Bud never called them out until they took something from him. You know what I'm saying? Both of these fighters pretty much called them out for the same thing. It's just that Spence was calling them out because I guess he felt when Adrian Clark kind of broke down, the money that was being extracted that he had to pay out. He's saying, damn, why the sanctioned bodies get that much money? You know what I'm saying? But yet when it come to Bud went in there and earned the titles. See, the sanctioned bodies, that shit is automatic. But the IBF didn't have to be automatic. They didn't have to take that IBF from that man. They could have gave him enough time, just like they gave every other cat that was over there freaking holding on the belts. How long was freaking Triple G out this motherfucking ring, dog? This man was the IBF champion at 160, and this nigga was out of the ring forever and a day. Yoda Murata was sitting up there. Nobody even know he was still alive. People thought Yoda Murata had went on the goddamn run and perished. Why did they have to damn steal the title from him? That's stealing. You basically send out a freaking letter knowing damn well the letter is pretty much short of just saying, give me what I want. Run it. They basically sent Crawford and his legal team up, let him run it. Run that IBF title. Let's go. And that's what he got. He had to get off that title, bro. Oh, yeah, this fight will have definitely been next month. They are buying Spence some time. Yeah, man, it don't matter how much time they buy Spence. If Spence is unwilling to stay focused and be dedicated and hungry enough to go to the gym on a regular basis, it might be deeper than that. But I used to talk about Spence having residual, problems that may be in part of his accident. People said I was hating and all that. But you have to look at it like, okay, leave that aspect out of it because I'm not a doctor. That's outside my scope. So when you look at it, you say to yourself, is it just that he's not disciplined enough right now? He has too much going on. He still has distractions out there. I don't know, bro. That's a grown ass man that's done fucked up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Andrew said tomorrow's going to be lit. It is, man. I'm going to say this card is better than a lot of others we have gotten this year. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. See, it's even people in this chat talking about Norman and freaking Randall. How many times do you often see two fighters that's not even close to the pound for pound list There's not even considered, you know, a big topic of discussion to call out another fighter and the fight to get made. And now people are kind of like buzzing about this shit. Like they're gonna be going throughout the day. A Thursday, they're gonna be like, man, I gotta get home. We got a fight card going on, man. But I gotta get home and see these fights, man. And that particular matchup right there, Norman and freaking Randall, that's just gonna be on point, bro. Somebody better goddamn tell the fire station, hey, you might need more than one EMT, goddamn it. Hey, ambulatories, y'all good? Okay, you got enough fluids? All right. Okay, I'm just saying. Rubber on deck, what's good? Salute W says hottest chat in the game. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, dog. One love, man. I think it's going to be a banger for as long as it lasts. I surely think so. I surely think so. You know, look, I'm just gonna put it out there though, man. Norman's gonna go out there and try to decapitate this dude, bro. I've been up close and personal to him sparring. When he steps in the ring tomorrow, that ain't sparring. You know what I'm saying? Like I never see this dude like over there bullshit and have a conversation prior to sparring. His sparring is vicious. So just like he told Randall, he said, you know, I guess you done heard about me. Well, all that goes out the window tomorrow when y'all match up and you know you got boxing. Boxing is on deck. You have a very intense semi-rivalry right here. We don't know how the fight's gonna end. I can't see the shit going to a draw. But goddamn it, them bed nods, boy, them motherfucking for this fight to go a draw, it's pretty decent, I think. When you're seeing, for some reason, I think of the guy from Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory. See, Jessica been on some clown shit. Don't make me open up a roast. Hey, Jessica, I got them put a hot grease on your ass, and I haven't seen you in life. Don't do it to you. Don't do it to yourself, Jessica. I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to be who I want to be. I'm trying to be this man that's nice, very, very nice. I'm not trying to bring out the headstones and put the first female and lay her out. I'm not trying to do it. I'm not trying to bring out the headstones. I'm just playing. I won't bring out no headstone for you. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot more for me to, you know what I'm saying, give you a headstone, a custom headstone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm just having some fun. That's all. I'm not trying to be on America Got Talent and shit like that. I'm not. But don't get it twisted. I used to sing the women all day, every day growing up. Believe me, I can sing better than I can on this microphone. And it's a lot of women that I sung in their ear. I sung to them in person, and they just melted. They just melted. You know what I'm saying? They said, God damn, can you put a ring on it? Can you put a ring? I said, no, I was just singing for you. That's all. Now let's go talk about it. I want to spend the rest of my life. No, we're not doing that, Shawty. I know that Shakur looked physically mature doing the face-off. He ain't a pup anymore. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, Shakur wasn't overly, you know what I'm saying, active with the body language. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree with that, Andrew. Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's a young, impulsive pup anymore. You know what I'm saying? Patient. But bro, you know, he said I'm in shape. Both of them showing abdominal regions. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come down to who's been doing core and who hasn't. Cause Shakur loved going down to the body, dog. Shakur loved going down to the body. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Jay on deck. Shakur loves going down to the body, man. It's gonna be extremely interesting. But people, we'll do it again tomorrow. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I ain't gonna stay on here too long. I got things to do. His mom's birthday today. Mom's is 80. You know what I'm saying? But I will leave you this. Somebody did send me a freaking picture of Spence training, and it kind of shocked me. I ain't really put it out there yet or whatever. But somebody did send me, drop me some shit on the IG. And this was Spence, the way he look right now as we speak. He looks pretty cut up too. I ain't gonna lie. I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? This was a picture they sent me of Spence training. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. I mean, Spence looking pretty decent shape right there, heading into this fight camp. Seriously, real talk. Y'all hold that shit down. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. A-Side Official Mouthpiece.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best, you gotta show me son. Actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.